One of the things inflaming the protesters, a lot of other people in this country as well, student loans, the crushing debt. Today we learn that tuition and fees at public colleges have just this year increased more than 8% just this year. And that's twice the rate of inflation. At private colleges, 4%. And so many of you have been writing us about the mountain of debt that you have acquired just to get a college education. So steep, you've said you can't breathe. And one mother pointed out it will take her until 2031 to pay off her college loan, just as her toddler starts college in 2032. And tonight, ABC's David Muir tells us about a new plan announced by the president and whether it will help.
We heard from you loud and clear. College students drowning in debt, and so many middle-class parents once again providing that roof over their heads. New numbers tonight show that in the last decade alone, with skyrocketing tuition, the amount of undergraduate borrowing has increased by 57%. Two-thirds of graduates now owe an average of $28,000 when they leave, and many owe far more. Today, President Obama signaled he knows that, now fast-tracking a move by Congress to allow borrowers to adjust their monthly payments based on what they earn. Paying no more than 10% of their discretionary income, that's the money left over after shelter and food, on those college loans. The president, speaking of his and the First Lady's own college debt, paid off just a few years before he was president.
So by the time we both graduated from law school, we had, between us, about $120,000 worth of debt. We combined and got poor together.
Say a teacher making $30,000 a year who owes $60,000 in federal loans, his or her monthly payment would be reduced by more than $500, from $690 a month to $113 a month. But what about some of the students who reached out to us with those three words? One saying high monthly payment, the other going nowhere fast.
This is my room.
Ashley Meyer in Dallas, back in her childhood bed, one of the 6 million who moved back home. She has 4 student loans and owes nearly $70,000. The president's new numbers don't help her. They only apply to borrowers starting next year. And there's something else. Of Ashley's 4 student loans, 3 are private loans, also very common. And the president's plan does nothing to rein in the rates on those loans.
They're underregulated and very risky, particularly the variable rate loans, which, like subprime mortgages, can spike in costs at a moment's notice.
And millions of students in this country hold those private loans too. This next generation just starting out deep in debt and with few jobs available to pay for that education.
As this downturn continues, you are seeing the potential of an economically lost generation, young people who are taking years to get on the escalator to move into stable employment.
Now, those private college loans, so many experts say, are the next shoe to drop for parents and students who took them out to get through college. You heard them compared to subprime mortgages there, only they're worse. You can't walk away from them ever. And Diane, you heard the president also talking about consolidating federal loans to bring the interest rate down. We learned today that you can do that already, and many students and parents out there don't know they can do that with their children. So we put tips online to get them going right away.